Morning, guys. So yesterday we started putting the rafters on and didn't quite get all finished, but you can see our stack of rafters is getting shorter and shorter here. So today I think what we're going to do is finish the rafters, of course, and then we just have some other things that need to get done. Here's the rafters that we put in yesterday. So we have a bunch of connection points up here on the wall at each rafter, and they all take a metal connector called a hurricane tie. So I think we're going to get those put in today, finish the rest of the rafters over here, and then there's just like a couple sheets of plywood here that are missing. We can do the fascia board, we can put that on today. We can do some other things like start sheeting the roof and just do a bunch of odds and ends type things to get ready for finishing the roof. So here's the hurricane ties that we're putting on. You can see they got a H1, that's the name of them. And they got these ears that stick out, goes on like this. And you can see the little ears sit on the top plate. So this is the metal connector gun that we're using. It shoots these special metal connector nails, I think they're called 10Ds. And so the nail sticks out of the end like this, and you line it up with the hole. You fire them in like that. So there's 4 on this side and 3 on each side. So and that's that. And so what that does is it helps the rafter from uplift. So pulling off of the building this way, it gives it a little bit of strength side to side as well, but the purpose of it is for uplift. That's why they're called the hurricane tie. So they go on every rafter connection all the way along and on both sides. So they got to go on that side as well. So after putting on the hurricane ties, we decided to finish sheathing the gable ends. You can see me using the Sawzall here to cut the OSB to the same roof pitch as the rafter. So these pieces actually get used. Once they fall on the ground, we'll pick them up and then you turn them upside down and they'll actually work on the top end to finish sheathing it. I think I show that in the next clip here. So here you can see Joel going up in the rafters. That piece that he has is actually the piece that I cut off in the last clip. So it gets reused up at the top. And then you can see him cut off the other side at the same angle as the roof pitch and use it. And now there's just a little square in the middle there that we have to take and fit and then cut to the roof pitch just like we did before. So it just uses up a little bit of what would be otherwise scrap plywood. So we'll get it up on your side and then just hold. I'll come over and put it up on my cart on my.
We'll just flip it from standing.
And we'll go up on the things and see how hard it is to flip it on our own. Oh, sorry, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phil?
Get her in the zone. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You just get a little momentum on it. It's pretty easy. So after getting all the rafters lifted up into place, you can see we're doing the same thing on the front wall here. We're cutting the OSB on the roof pitch and then turning those cut pieces over, using them up, and then just fitting the last pieces in the middle, and then also cutting them off on the same roof pitch. You can see while Joel's doing that at the peak, I'm cutting some little OSB tails to go over the rafter tails there so that everything ends up at the same plane. What I did here was I just went up there with a scrap piece of OSB and marked the size of those little tails, and you can see I'm cutting them off here. It's not structural at all, it's just so that when we go to put the ladders on, which is the next video, the ladders that we make actually go on and there's no gap behind them because there's a little missing piece of OSB. That's what these are for. Here it's sort of the end of the day, and we're just trying to get our heads wrapped around how we're going to make these ladders tomorrow. We take a few measurements and just get them ready.
Exactly the same. Well, it should be a 412, and I can cut that on this. Yeah.
I did it, but I did the same thing this morning. This one
Yeah.
Because like the inside's 2x4 and then like blocking, right?
Right. It's this piece that goes against the wall.
Let's go back there and look at
This piece goes against the wall. 10.5 little sticks go on the angle like this.
Yep. Yep.
And then-
I'm with you all on that. Our ladder piece will end up being 11 and a half.
It'll be it'll be short 10.5 by 1.5 inches because we have that piece that goes on the wall, which is 1.5 inches.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll have a
9 pieces.
9,
Yeah.
and then 1.5 inches on the outside.
1, 2, 3, 9ers.
So here's just us doing some prep work, so there's less to do tomorrow morning when we go to make these ladders, and we can just lift them up. So there you see a bunch of 9-inch little blocks cut, and Joel's just marking layout 16-inch on centers on our boards that go up against the wall. That's it for day 8. Thanks for watching.